Thank you for joining us today. We're here to give you information regarding the missing person / homicide of Karla Aguilera. Her family reported her missing on September 6th. Due to the suspicious nature of her disappearance, the Valencia County Detective Division immediately followed leads in hopes of finding Mrs. Aguilera. There were many of our law enforcement partners brought into this case due to the leads found by the Valencia County detectives. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our federal partners as follows: Homeland Security Investigations and the FBI. I would also like to include our local partners, New Mexico State Police Air Unit, the Torrance County Sheriff's Office, and the 13th Judicial District Attorney's Office. And last but not least, Garden City Police Department in Kansas. And of course the Department of the Detective Division, as they have worked very hard on this case nonstop from day one. All of these agencies played a role in finding Mrs. Aguilera and assisting in the arrest of Rosalio Aguilera Gamboa and Maria Guadalupe Nevarez Aguilera. This is a very active investigation for our detective division, who is doing an outstanding job. I will now turn this over to Detective Pearson, who will also brief further and answer any questions, but be advised that questions and answers could be limited due to the active investigation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Detective Rashad Pearson with the Valencia County Sheriff's Office. I'm also a public information officer. My first name is spelled R-A-S-H-A-D, last name P-E-A-R-S-O-N. Before we get started with some questions, I'm just gonna lay out kind of some groundwork here. If you guys have any questions, just kind of signal and let me know what news agency that you're with. That way I know. Any questions that I'm attempting to give you guys answers for, just allow me to elaborate the best of my ability without, cutting each other off. And then just keep in mind that we are still, this is still an active investigation with the Criminal Investigation Division, so that we are kind of limited on what we can and can't say. And obviously I'll let you know. I can always provide you with more information later. Just understand that there may be some questions that we can't answer today, but I'll definitely do my best to give you whatever information that you guys are looking for. Now open for questions.
Can you just first give us a summary about what's going on? Just a brief summary about.
Absolutely. So on September 6th of this year, there was a missing persons report, and during that time, it was clear to us, just through the investigation, that the suspicious person was missing, and it was suspicious by nature on our end. The family of Karla Aguilera had contacted the sheriff's office advising that she was not there at the residence on September 4th. It was when she was last seen by her children. On between September 4th and September 6th, when it was reported, the family was told that she was going to be back at home at 63 or at the 60 block of Cedillo Road, that she was going to return home at that time. When she didn't return within that time frame, the sheriff's office was contacted. When the sheriff's office was contacted, they investigated and entered Karla into the system as missing. Because of how the investigation was going, just from the initial portions, it was appeared to us that it was suspicious by nature. So it ended up involving the Criminal Investigation Division. During that time, we had information during the investigation that there may be some ties in the area of Mountain Air. So during that investigation, it had us go out into that area, which on September 14th, the Torrance County Sheriff's Office located a deceased individual out there, which later was presumptively identified as Karla Aguilera. During that time, we were able to, our investigation led us out to Kansas, and it basically in nature, we realized that the stepfather, Rosalio, there's indicators that he was directly involved in that crime, and later an arrest warrant was issued for Rosalio and a female that was with him by the name of Maria Guadalupe Nevarez Aguilera. they were both placed in custody, and they are now in custody still in Garden City, Kansas.
Is there a way you can tell what relationship is between Maria and Rosario?
They are cousins.
Do you know how long they were? You said they were arrested in Kansas. Do you know how long they were there, or when they got there? Or?
Our investigation ended up leading us out that they've been basically around, I'd say, early this month. They ended up traveling out to Kansas. Both of them were arrested on September 17th, early morning of September 17th, by the Garden City Police Department of Kansas. They were placed into custody around that time.
And are they still in Kansas, or?
They are. They're still in Kansas on a no bond for multiple felony charges.
Were those felony charges in Kansas, or were those just from the missing person?
It's from our case, directly from our case, from the Valencia County Sheriff's Office. It sounds like they were picked up with no incident, so no extra charges other than the ones that they have here in Valencia County.
What's the next step as far as extraditing, or are they going to stay there, serve their bond, or how's it going to get back?
Eventually, they'll get extradited to us at some point. What I do know is we're still actively investigating, just because obviously our detectives had to go out there and conduct their investigation out there. They were able to collect evidence, so it's going to continue to push our investigation forward. It's still active at this time.
It just sounds like a lot of agencies were involved. Can you just tell us how important it is for agencies to work together to solve a case like this?
It's very important. Not every agency, especially with a complex case, there's going to be a lot of resources that certain agencies may not have, and that we have to reach out to other state agencies or even federal agencies. Like the sheriff said, she thanked a lot of the agencies that came and helped us out. We needed their resources as well, so we're very, very appreciative. Again, we try to work with everyone and gather our resources to do our best with a lot of these cases. That's it for questions. If you guys have any other questions, you do guys have my contact information. If you don't, what I can do is provide you guys with a card and my contact information for any other questions that you guys. Thank you for your time today, guys.
Thank you.